A survey in 2010 found out that US Army's task force in Afghanistan had a short-range poor radio communication system which led to several casualties. In today's world, most of the countries, including India, are facing the very problem.
Adhering to this social problem, we have made a device which is based on laser communication system. As this radio system is bulky and very heavy and slow compared to laser technology, we have made a device in which there are two parts, emitter and a receiver. Because it works on the principle that when we switch on the audio messages, it converts itself into oscillating laser beams which are received on the receiver and again reconverted into audio messages. And research has found out that using light as a means of communication is better than radio, as data transmission speed and reliability is more compared to radio.
Our team includes Viren Adesra, Ashmit Singh Bahi, Rakshit Rajdev, Devik Salla, Raj Modi and myself Bhavath Ranpara. This is the product demo video.
Solution, and we have made a product which is useful for the army. It reduces cyber attacks and decryption of the useful data. For this, we have made a laser communication system which consists of a PCB, audio output transformer, female part, aux wire, batteries, LDRs and a headphone. Let me show you how it works. When we switch on the music, it converts itself into electrical waves and then into oscillating light waves which when received on the LDR converts itself into electricity and I can hear the music via the light waves.
These are the visiting card of our team members. Raj Modi, the CFO of the company. Viren Adesra, CEO of the company. Ashmit Singh Bhai, CEO of the company. Bhavath Ranpara, CSM of the company. Rakshit Rajdev, CEO of the company, and me myself, CME of the company.
Marketing strategy. Marketing is the heart and soul of the company. It consists of four P's: product, price, place and promotion. Product. Product mix consists of product a company offers to the consumers. Our product, laser transmitter, consists of a receiving end and a transmitting end. Price. Price mix consists of price mix consists of a right balance
between targeted customers and right balance between targeted customers and the price of the product. Our price consists of 290 as a profit, which is approximately 48% of the price of the making cost, and 600 is the making cost, which involves 200 of fixed cost as well. Therefore, our product is priced at 890 rupees.
Please, we are using a zero level distribution channel, that is direct from manufacturer to consumer. Our targeted customers are these border security forces, which helps them to communicate easily.
Promotion is the key thing which makes the product successful in this competitive market. Therefore, we have used the following things to make our product, to promote our product. The following things are radio jingle, television advertisement, and newspaper advertisement. Radio jingle is mainly for the rural population, to connect to the rural population. TVC and newspaper advertisements are for the elite population and the intellectual population of India. And in addition to this, we will also provide free workshops to the security forces to help them equip with this new technology, and also give them free services lifelong. Therefore, they will never face the problem with our product, and they will be happy and use our product nicely.
This is the radio jingle of our
organization provides you the safest and most advanced way of communication. With the help of integral solutions, we introduce a brand new laser communication system to avoid decryption of the messages and create a safest chain of communication. We are one of the most advanced with latest technology.
We are India's most exciting workplace. We are making you an offer. The Indian Army. Live life less ordinary.
For further information, log on to integralsolutionsr.wix.com/home.
this is our television commercial.
Hi, I am Ashmit Singh Bahi, CEO of Integral Solutions and the founder of Laser Communication System. The major motive behind creating such a tool was to provide safest and the most advanced way of communication to the Indian Army. Major Raj joined us to apprehend the circuit of laser communicator and to further improvise and upgrade it to avoid any casualties or malfunctioning of the tool on the field and to create undecryptable chain of communication. We further met Major Raj and Major Bhavarth on the field to evaluate the laser communicator. Both the majors evaluated the tool from different distance to check the working and range of the product, hence creating it a successful attempt of enhancing the communication system of Indian Army.
I am Major Raj. With the latest laser communicator, we are one of the most advanced with latest technology. We are India's most exciting workplace, and we are making you an offer. Indian Army, live a life less ordinary.
This is our newspaper advertisement. This is our letterhead. This is our poster.
Our future plan includes finding an alternative to the LDRs, to make an army jacket which has an inbuilt laser communication system, and to increase our target market. Our making video.
Thank you.
I like the idea behind your product to help the army. That's a very noble thought, so that's a good thing. But I have a lot of questions for you guys. The first thing was that you said that the radio jingle is for villages, is for informing villages. How are you keeping your radio jingle in English then?
As the Indian Army ads are always in English, therefore we choose to record.
Are they
these
always in English?
Yes, most of.
DD Bharati ads, when you listen to them and when they talk about army and stuff, they have English words, but they're never in English. Okay, that's fine. The other thing which I wanted to ask was that how safe is this method of communication? How easy is to decrypt the messages? Because obviously those messages are sort of sacred, the messages which are transferred over there. Otherwise, the enemy team could easily decrypt it and get hold of all the plans. How safe, how easy it is to decrypt the messages from the laser?
As a person only knows when to point a laser on a other person, then at that time only he has to point so he can communicate. Otherwise
Okay.
he has to not.
And if even someone tries to do a sue and interrupt between the transmitter and receiver, then at the receiving end, someone would know that signals are not being received, so they would stop transmitting.
So in a let's say in a battle situation, there's lots of chaos and commotion going on. Obviously, the other receiver end does not know that there's a message being transmitted, because obviously those are orders and they can change or come up instantly at any point. So how would the receiver know that there's a message being transmitted and it hasn't reached me? So obviously there's something in between. So how do you tackle that?
These all preparations have to be made beforehand by the army head, and he would tell his subordinates that if this happens, I will point a laser and you can come to know what I'm going to say.
Okay, that's a bit difficult to work, but fair enough. I accept
And
that.
sir, the messages can only be received on the receiving end, that is on the LDR. That means that the enemy would require LDR transmitting end to receive our messages, or else they won't receive our messages.
I mean, making an LDR or making a receiver wouldn't be that hard for a nation's army.
Sir, for that we have to point the laser on the LDR.
Yes.
Okay, and what about bending around obstructions, like hills and stuff, or any other obstructions which we have? That's my last question. Sorry.
Our product is mainly for the short range, not a longer range, and that's especially on the borders, not during the battle situations. So communication on the borders, not on the battle situation specifically.
Okay, fair enough. You should have probably included that in your presentation.
That was included in the target market border securities.
Yeah, but the short range, that would have been more nicer. Never mind. Thank you though.
Is there anything to demonstrate? I mean, do you have a demo there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, could you please do that?
Laser we will put this on the uniform itself.
What's on the associated wire? Okay, you put it on the uniform.
Directly switch on which would be below over here.
It's on the uniform, so it has to switch on the uniform.
Then he has to switch just
Turn on the laser.
So the laser, where's the laser?
no LDR is over outside of the
First,
Did that go to the
suppose instead of this music, if there is a microphone, he uses a microphone music, then he will speak come on this post because it is over there. Then instead of this walkie-talkie something like that, he could point a laser and tell that my subordinate is this away from me. Then I would point the laser and receive on the LDR and he has microphone. Then he would yes. We can do it with audio in videos also and computer network also be done. But instead of this mobile, we have
तुझं बात करेल आदित्य बोला આગળ તારી લાઈનમાં જ છે મામા અરે દીપ તું આવતો રે એ ભલે ને આખી લાઈન પડી
Yes, it's on.
Yes. Students, one of the questions was, can we as civilians use this?
Yes,
Civilians meaning people who are not in the army.
Yes, anyone can use this if they have transmitter and receiver, but then misuse can always happen, so we would give only to the army personnel and other security forces.
So we can use it in the city as well. We don't need, it's not necessarily for army. Can we use it?
Yes, it can
Like
be
a
used.
police officer can
Yes.
talk to another police officer.
we have to add additional circuit to this recording.
How did you come up with this? I mean, how did you come in, into all this transmission? How did you think of this product? Go on, speak. The question asked was, how did you come up with this idea? How did you select? It's a different concept than the rest of the products. It's into security and solutions for security. Go on.
Ma'am, actually, this was never this wasn't the first idea we got. We were actually working on a different idea, but that was not successful. So one of Raj's friend, he was an engineer, electrical, so he gave us with this idea. So we moved on with this.
What was the original idea?
Our original idea was to provide a shoe with the people that suffers from gangrene. So, they don't feel blood coming out of their toes. So, to make a circuit which can detect blood from their toes so that they would know that they are bleeding. But actually, nothing was discovered that could detect blood. And if we put in electrodes there, then it would also detect sweat or anything else. So,
It's a far cry from what started?
Yes, so I mean, we visited several hospitals, asked several doctors, but no one had any idea, so we had to drop it.
So this is interesting, making video being incorporate a bit of speech or somebody talking and explaining. Or you come on stage and you explain a bit. Thank you. Presentation was good. Now that I understood your product, otherwise for me it was like Greek and Latin going on. Literally, tell you guys, and you speak in sports, there are few words missing. Like you have to continue a sentence and end it. You know the product, the ones who are watching it in the show don't know the product. You assume the people know. It's just like I come in a class and I start off. I know that you are in bio mode and I've begun on page 7 of some PMOV. And then you are like, what is she speaking? And maybe after that, the end of 40th minute, you're like, oh my, that's what she was saying. So that's exactly what happened. It was an aha moment when you started explaining it. That's the first thing. I think for the rest of the people who are coming in, the next other teams, just get your product explained first because it's innovative product and marketing. These are the two most important components. What is the innovation? How did you come up with the idea? These things need to be incorporated and it's your own group, so be confident. There's nothing to falter and to kind of be afraid. Nothing to be afraid. Good presentation. Great job.
It's a very, very exciting product. When you guys talked about it first, I was absolutely stunned. So, one quick question. What do you do if there is wave interference? There are other lights coming in, and how do you tackle that problem?
If there are multiple lights coming in, but the LDR is of very small size, so it is very unlikely that many lights altogether interfere with the strike on the LDR, and only the army man who wants to communicate knows where the location of that his subordinate is, and he can communicate with that person only.
And also, since this is a visible light, it can easily be tampered with, and also it can easily be found and captured, unlike radio waves or something like that. So how do you tackle that problem? You could kind of move it to an invisible light spectrum. So all in all, I really loved your product. You guys have put a lot of brainstorming into it. That's fantastic, and also a lot of effort into making this happen. I don't know if you guys did it by yourself or you got someone else to do it. Did you do it by yourself?
All the parts and that all we brought in, and we had asked someone to make it, but at the end the audio output transformer was not available anywhere. So we had to open up all radios and then confirm that it's working.
Right.
And at the last moment, we asked Sanjay sir to solder all the wires together. Otherwise,
And it's very interesting. You guys, at the end of the day, you made it happen, and you had to go through all of these interesting adventures. So that was nice. Talking about the promotional and the marketing aspect of this, which is also very interesting because the ads that you had, the ads were more about the Indian Army, where your product was just a little part of that. And I really like that because it clearly shows how your product is so smoothly incorporated into their lives. So that is wonderful. So great product and great advertising.
I like your product, but I have just one question. What is the existing system that they use in army to communicate?
right now they use walkie-talkies and satellite phones.
So they don't have this light transmission system, and you're sure. And do other countries have that? Did you survey on that?
It's right now on the experimental set. US and Israel are experimenting with this
Technology. Okay. So great innovation and good presentation.
And where was this practice? You know, the testing the range and all?
One of them was at the SRPC camp and another was in the parking.
What was it about the bullet or
It was just showing that we were meeting, but due to rain we couldn't shoot there, so we had to shoot in the parking.
Army personnel and this businessmen come together and meet at this
Place to test the product, so that was our idea.
something about obsession with keys? And you know something, you have so much to give about your lives to us. Now I know you've got to be bike, no?
Okay, the marks for this team are